Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Bill McFadden and we're going to take a look at Metropolis Ark 3 for the fourth time, and this time we're going to focus on the single patches that are not included in the multis in the first three videos. So we'll go ahead now. If we take a look at the interface of Metropolis Ark 3, we notice that it has the multi-articulations, the single articulations, and the TM patches. In the first three videos, we took a look at all of the multi-articulations in districts 1, which was basically string, orchestra, quintet, woodwinds, and brass, and district 2, which was primarily timpani and piano, and the multis in the orchestral sections, which included the high-low strings, high-low woodwinds, trumpet ensemble, horn ensemble, and low brass. So we covered all of those. It's a massive library. That's why it takes so long to go through. Now, let's take a look at the single articulations that were not included in the multis. So the first ones we're going to look at, okay, we covered all of the these are the single articulations, but they were covered in the multis, okay, for the strings, string, quintet, woodwinds, brass, and percussion. But what's new that we didn't, that is not covered in the multis, are the single articulations in District 2, which will start with the Taiko ensembles and go through the list down to the timpani ensemble and the ensemble menu. And also, we have solo percussion, and these were not included in the multis. Solo taikos. There's the grand piano. Actually, these articulations were covered in the piano multis. We won't be going over those. And the solo menu. This is stuff that was not included in the multis that we looked at, and also auxiliary percussion was not included in the multis. So take a look at that. And that pretty much, now in District 4, we have, these are individual articulations and they were included in the multis. So we won't be looking at those again. Okay, so knowing that, here we go. And the first one is Taiko Orchestra. And the keys that are involved are C4, starting at C4, and also starting at C3. So that's the Taiko Orchestra. Then we have the low drum ensemble. And I believe they're just mirrored. And then the next one we have is the low drum ensemble orchestra. So we hear a little metal combined in with the taiko. And then the next we'll look at, we have a different key range in this. So I did a different instance. So down here at C2, up here at C5 a roll. So rolls of varying length, nothing in the black keys. other than here and here. Whoops. And then next, we have the Taiko Ensemble low, and we have different key groups, starting with C2. And they are distinct. So that roll will go keep on as long as you hold the key down. So different kinds of Taiko rolls. Then we have the Taiko Ensemble mid, so we get actually that wasn't Taiko mid, sorry about that. It's Taiko Ensemble low. By the way, they're key velocity sensitive for dynamics. So if I hit the key lightly, we get mezzo forte, mezzo piano, piano even. So here we have the mids. Varying length rolls, and you can sustain that one as long as you want. And here we have the Taiko Ensemble high. And again, the convention, the yellow key, as long as you hold it down, it rolls. Now we have the Taiko Ensemble mixed. And we will see in the percussive we have a lot of things other than taikos as we move along. So now we have the percussion ensembles menu, which mixes a lot of the single articulations together. Here are some metals, which we'll see later. Some bass drums, snares. Cymbals. And then we have the triple X Taiko, 150 centimeters. Then we have the Taiko 75, which actually has a few extra groups of keys, one extra group. Let's see, am I there? No, here we are. And here we have the Nagato Taiko, 60 centimeters. Start down here. C2. And then we have the Nagato Taiko 54 centimeters. And 48 centimeters. .41 centimeters. And then we move into a different key range. For the Hira Taiko, starting at 100 centimeters. And then a different drum, same number of centimeters. A little deeper resonance. .54 centimeters. And then we move on to, still in the percussion, the Shimi Taiko. I imagine that's how you pronounce it in Japanese or Oriental pronunciation. And then Shimi Taiko 2. Different tone. And Shimi Taiko 3. Let's hear the difference in tone. And even a Shimi Taiko 4. Deeper than the previous. And then we move on to the Grande Casa. Different key group, starting at C4. Once again, the continuous roll with the yellow key. And various roll lengths. Then we have that was hard mallet. Now we have soft mallet. Hard mallet 2. Soft mallet, Gran Casa 2. Gran Casa 3. Has more of a hollow ring to it. I like that one the best. And then Gran Casa 4. And then we get into the bass drum, marching bass drum. Marching bass drum 2. And police drum. Definitely has a lot of punch. Now we have the surdo. Timpani hand palm. So instead of using mallets, we're using hands. And then Duval sticks. And then brushes. And rolls of varying lengths once again. And then we have toms. And this is straight out of the box. No added reverb, no compression, no EQ. Just basically straight out of the box. Tom 2. Tom 3 has a little more dynamic layers. Oops. Don't want to skip anything. Okay, so now here's Tom 4. We had Tom 3, the last one. No, it's snare drum. Sorry about that. Here's Tom 3, or Tom 4. Very clean. And here's the snare. Really nice snare rolls of varying length. And then we have trash drum. And trash drum 2. Trash drum 3. Littler one. And here we go into the metal percussion. A lot of libraries don't have a whole lot of metal percussion, so it's always nice to have an additional choice. Metal percussion 2. Metal percussion 3. Sounds like a triangle. With something else. Metal percussion 4. Sounds like a small anvil. And then we get into trash and metal menu. So what we have here is a large array of keys with a combination of a lot of the sounds. No black keys. So it's all in one place. And here we have the stick ensemble. That's just one key, C4. And then we move into some patches with the same key ranges that we can group together. So here's the Orchestral Taiko. And here's the second one, Hokkaido Taiko 2. And a third. Distinctly different. Then we get into the wooden wall. And trash metal 1. Trash metal 2. Trash metal 3. And trash metal 4. Low metal percussion. Low metal percussion is harder to find, I find, in libraries. Metal clacks. By the way, that other little thing you heard was, I think, my phone. Metal clacks 2. Metal clacks 3. There we go. And metal clacks 4. Then we get all you tube. And all you tube thunder sheet. Then we have okay, we have to wait for it. All you tube thunder sheet small. Then we have some more single articulations. Plastic tube 1. Oops, here we go. That was good. Here's plastic tube 1. Plastic tube 2. Quite a unique sound there, like the hollow ring. Plastic tube 3. Same thing, hollow tube, different pitch. Really like that one. Plastic tube 4. And then plastic tube small. And plastic tube clack big. Plastic bucket small. Plastic bucket medium. And we're just about done here. And then we have plastic bucket big. Plastic bucket big with chain. And plastic bucket big with trash. No, I guess that was the same one. Here we go. Guess it's catching up. Okay, that was plastic bucket big with chain. And then here we go, plastic crash cymbal 1. Just looking for the volume indicator. And crash cymbal 2. So pretty well, that's a pretty well exhaustive display of what you get with the single patches that were not included in the multis. So this is Bill McFadden from Tone Pure Music. If you like the video, please click like. If you want to be notified and not miss out on the next video, please subscribe. So this is Bill McFadden signing off from Tone Pure Music.